What is going on, everyone? We are back in Trey Cash's career in Madden 17, and do I have an episode for you today? This is, and I know I throw it out there every once in a while, but this absolutely was the best game, one of the best games of Madden I have ever played, ever experienced. So I'm going to show you two things here. Missed field goal by Nick Folk, and then a field goal to end the second quarter. That is all you're going to see the first half because all the action in this game happens in the last two quarters. So we get into this one, start of the third quarter. Trey going to complete a pass to Brandon Marshall. Neither team could get anything going on offense in this first half. You see Trey is 12 of 21 for 109 yards. So not really anything going. First and 10 now. Matt Forte on the left side. Going to find the left edge. Turns it upfield, but will only be able to pick up 5 yards on the play. He does have 78 yards. So we have had a little success on the ground, but still it hasn't equated to any points. Now 2nd and 5. Trey going downfield, and Brandon Marshall makes an unbelievable one-handed catch. Pass interference is going to be called on the defense. He still makes the grab. That was unbelievable. Falling backwards, little Odell Beckham-esque, but we are going to decline that penalty, and we will take the yardage all day as we're now down to the 10-yard line here. 2nd and goal, Trey under center, looking for the quick pass. We're going back to Brandon Marshall. And that one, I think, might have got deflected at the line, but it's going to fall incomplete. So 3rd and goal now. Trey again looking, and this one is going to be deflected by the defense, and it's going to fall incomplete, and we will pick up a field goal. The Ravens will respond with a field goal of their own, so back to a 3-point game. And here on 2nd and 12, we're going to find Brandon Marshall, who beat the man on the edge, and Brandon Marshall is going to go the distance, and that is the first big play we're going to see in this game. More to come. The Ravens cannot do anything. Actually, the Ravens turned it over. They had one turnover in the first half we couldn't make anything out of, but here we have a short field now. 10-6 game. We're into the fourth quarter already, and Matt Forte going to take this halfback screen, and he will pick up, about 7 yards on the play. Now going to be 3rd and 5 here from the 39. Trey looking to keep the drive alive, and he will. Quincy Enunwa with the reception as Trey up to now 18 for 29, 228 yards in that touchdown. Now 2nd and 10 from the 30. Shotgun Forte to the right. We're going to go with the halfback draw, and Forte nothing working there as he's up to 90 yards now and 18 carries. But he's kind of slowed down here in this second half. The running game, the Ravens have kind of tightened that up. But now 3rd and 10. We're going to send everybody deep here, and Trey's going to look. We're just going to dump it down to Matt Forte. That's going to be nowhere close to the first down, so we'll kick the field goal. Hopefully Folk can make it. He is going to make it. So 13-6 your score, 8 minutes to go. And, of course, you know the Ravens are going to drive right down and get a touchdown because that's just how the CPU Super Sim always seems to work. So tie game now, 13-13, and it's going to be 2nd and 12. Trey dropping back, looking, throwing across the middle. Wide open Austin Safarian Jenkins as you can't leave him that open. Trey now 252 yards passing. 32 attempts, 20 completions. 1st and 10 now. It's Trey. A lot of time to throw here, but it's too much as he's going to fumble the ball. The Ravens recover it. Terrell Suggs rolls over, gets up, and he takes it to the end zone. And you have got to be kidding me. Why does this keep happening to us? How many times have we fumbled or had that key turnover return for a touchdown, and we're now down 7, 5:30 to go, and we have got to move. I'm going to go no huddle here just to try and save as much time as possible just in case this fails, as we'll complete that first pass to Nix. The next one is to Nix as well as he's across the 50. Trey up near 300 yards passing now. 2nd and 7. Trey going to go to Dwayne Bowe, but that one not really going to work out too well. He is going to pick up about 4. That'll put Trey at 300, and then it's going to be 3rd and 3 now from the 27. Empty backfield. Trey looking. He's throwing. He's going to find Powell, and Powell, the nice spin move there to avoid the tackler, and he's going to get down to the 18. That is where we find ourselves here. 1st and 10 from the 18. 3:30 to go now on the clock. Trey to his right looking. We have a receiver right there. It's going to be Hakeem Nicks once again, and can he get to the end zone? No, he can't. He's going to be stopped at the 1, so here we go from the 1, 1st and goal. I'm going to try the pitch here. I'm actually going to flip it because that corner's just out there on his own, and it's going to be Forte, and he, for some reason, tries to juke. I don't know why he's juking. He now is back to 85 yards. He was up to 90. He actually was up to like 95. Now back to 85 as he's just been continuously losing ground. But here, we're not losing ground. 3rd and goal. Quincy Enunwa with the touchdown. And we are going to tie this game up. So 22 minutes to go in the game. And I have slowed this down incredibly because look at this 2nd and 13 play with 1:30 to go. You can barely even see it. 78 yards, Steve Smith with a touchdown, and just like that, we're down again. This game hates us. It is now 27-20. Just as we tie the game, we're down again, and we got to do this all over again. Austin Seferian-Jenkins is across the middle, going to take it all the way out to the 49. Trey, well over 300 yards now. We could have ourselves a career day. 2nd and 10. We're throwing wide open. Well, not wide open, Akeem Nicks. We were wide open in the pocket. Nicks wasn't quite open. He is going to drop that ball. So now 3rd and 10. 106 to go. We need a completion here dearly, and we're going to find one. Brandon Marshall stumbling forward. Wish he could have stayed up, could have got a little bit more yards. He's got 170 yards receiving now. Clock ticking, though, under a minute to go. We're going to go halfback screen. It's going to be Forte, and Forte, you got to be kidding me, man. Stay up. That could have been a huge pickup instead. The clock continuing to go. I still have the 3 timeouts. We're not calling them. 2nd and 13. We're going to, that one could have been intercepted. So the clock will stop here. Let's catch our breath a second. 3rd and 13 now from the 28. Trey, we need this reception, and it's going to come from Austin Seferian-Jenkins, the reliable tight end. He's been doing wonders for us all year. Now 2nd and 10 from the 13. 25 seconds to go in this one. Trey dropping back, looking, and he's going to be hit. And we are fortunate that that ball came out before we went down. 3rd and 10 now. Trey looking, finding Brandon Marshall, but that's not going to be enough. That is going to bring 4th down. We'll call the timeout. So 15 seconds to go, 4th and 4. This is your ball game. Can we convert? Trey under center. We're going to make a last-second adjustment here. We're going to snap the ball. We're looking, and we're going to find a receiver. It's Quincy Enunwa. He beats his man on the slant, and the Jets have tied the game once again, and we're headed to overtime. 27-27. The Ravens, please, can we just stop them here? 3rd and 2, incomplete, and we're going to get the ball back. So here we go. Overtime. Trey dropping back. Play action. He's going to find Brandon Marshall as he is going to be over 200 yards. Trey now has 400. Actually, he's at 198, but Trey has over 400 yards passing, as both guys here obviously having quite the day. 11 receptions for Marshall as well. 1st and 10, Forte with the run. Nothing working here. The running game, look at that. He now has 84 yards. He should have easily had a 100-yard game. The running game has absolutely disappeared in the second half. Fortunately, the passing game has stepped up. Forte now out of the backfield, going to catch that one. We're at about midfield now from the 44. It's 1st and 10. Trey going to drop back. He's looking across the field. He's going to find Enunwa, and he'll pick up the 1st down. So all we got to do here, is get into field goal range, and we can put this game away. 2nd and 9. Trey going to throw. He's going to face pressure, but he's going to find Akeem Nicks first, and he's down to the 11. And this game all but over. Trey has 475 yards passing. Running it here. I'm just going to try and run it out with Forte, set up the field goal, as I'm actually surprised they didn't come in and attempt it early. They let us run this out. So 3rd and 3, it's going to be Forte. He's going to get down to the 2-yard line. So here we go for the game winner. It is going to be a field goal coming. Can we convert? No, we can't. No, we can't. Nick Folk misses his 2nd field goal from inside of 25 yards in this game, and now the Ravens, and this would be all, well, okay. It isn't going to be perfect, Madden. We do not lose the game here, so we're going to have another shot. We got to go all the way back down the field for the 4th time today. Trey probably going to go over 500 yards in the process, as Akeem Nicks is going to get down to the 47. Now 490 yards passing for Trey. We're now at the 47. 3 minutes to go. Now we're in trouble. This game might end in a tie because of our stupid field goal kicker. It should never went to overtime to begin with, because Nick Folk should have made the one earlier in the game. Mangold here going to be called for holding. So now 1st and 19 from the 44. Trey just has to kind of get rid of this one as he's about to be hit. Converts on that completion. But it's now going to be 3rd and 12. Trey, play action, throws right before he's hit once again. And Quincy Enunwa with the reception down to the 28. Trey now over 500 yards passing, 62 attempts. Powell here, 2nd and 9. Another spin move. The man utilizing the spin move to its fullest in this game. We're down to the 21, and this is where they stop us. So here we go, Nick Folk. Please, can you make this field goal for all that is good and holy in the world? Yes, he can. And the Jets have won 30-27. What an unbelievable game. I could not believe playing this one what was happening. As look at all the scoring in the 3rd and 4th quarter. And then the overtime win. What an unbelievable game. And looking at the numbers here, 515 passing yards for us. I mean, the Ravens, with all the time that they had the ball, how long this game was, they still really didn't end up with a lot of offense. Just goes to show how, well, our kicker screwed it up for us. But Trey, 44 of 63 for 524 yards, 3 touchdowns, and most impressive, no interceptions. 63 attempts and no interceptions. Joe Flacco for 287, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. His turnovers were huge for that team. especially in such a close game. The running game, it's going to be Matt Forte. He was having a great day in the first half, but it went all downhill. 25 for 94. Terrence West, 24 of 77 and a touchdown. Flacco, 8 for 32. Powell, 2 for 2. It's going to be Brandon Marshall receiving, unbelievable, 12 for 205 yards and a touchdown. Hicks, 9 for 110. Steve Smith, 4 for 109 and a touchdown. Safarian Jenkins, 6 for 87. Enunwa, 8 for 75 and 2 touchdowns. And just what a game. And of course, I had to check this after, and we did earn ourselves AFC Offensive Player of the Week for Week 7. Well deserved as well. So we are now 3-4 in the season. That was a huge win, because if we'd lost that game, we would have been 2-5 and so far back in the AFC East. I don't think we would have been able to recover, but now we are right there in it, and we get rewarded with a game against the Browns in Week 8. So that is going to be coming to you next time. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, the career day from Trey Cash, go ahead and give it a like. I'd really appreciate it. And subscribe to see any future videos that I make. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.